introduce yourself to my audience?
Yeah, so my name is Chenae Ekerd. My brand is Recruiter Cousin.
Super dope. I love that it's Recruiter Cousin because right now I feel like everybody needs somebody that feels that familiar.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your brand?
Yeah, so I'm a job search expert, motivational speaker, spoken word artist. I'm also a recruiter. I put all of those things together, and I pretty much teach people and encourage people how to find jobs in a tough market, how to be able to navigate through that tough market through a simple job search strategy that I just kind of break down.
Super dope. So what has been one of the biggest challenges you've seen people run into when they're trying to get recruited?
They don't listen. Let me tell y'all, I love y'all, but job seekers, I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to pay attention. So one of the main things is probably the interview prep. So a lot of people think they can interview, but they cannot.
Yeah.
And so one of the main things that some of my hiring managers talk about, especially with my seasoned candidates, it's not that sometimes ageism is not even a thing with them. There are times when people have been in their jobs for so long that they haven't practiced or refreshed themselves with interview prep. And so the interview prep is going to be important when you're going in front of some of these recruiters and these hiring managers.
Absolutely. What would be one way that someone can interview prep today?
Book me.
That's right.
So there are people who consider my mock interviews as like a boot camp, so to speak, because I really do drill you.
Yeah.
And I treat you as if we're in front of the actual interviewers, the hiring managers. I actually panelize you inside of like this one individual interview prep session.
Okay.
I actually drill people on questions. I give them feedback. I talk a little bit about tips and tricks on how to do it. And I give brutally honest feedback. Like the brutally honest feedback I get, either we're gonna have a real conversation or we're not gonna talk at all.
And this is why you're the Recruiter Cousin.
Yeah, okay. All right.
How can people navigate the job market with AI being present and some of these different challenges that we're seeing people go through where HR is using AI, and then it's like, oh, do I write my resume for AI, or what do you suggest for this?
Yeah, so I want you all to know that we are not always using AI to look through your resumes. I am one recruiter, and I work currently right now for Palo Alto Networks. We as recruiters do not use AI to actually review resumes. We review your resumes ourselves. There are times where AI can kind of help us be a little bit more efficient, but we also have to check the AI. The same way everybody uses ChatGPT and Copilot and Gemini is the same way that we have to proofread when we're doing our jobs. So in navigating the job market where AI is heavy, I would just simply say that people need to know how to manipulate AI. People need to know how to prompt AI in order for AI to work in their favor.
What has been your most favorite part about recruiting?
Making an offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's to be honest, when you get in front of job seekers who've been having a really hard time with finding jobs, and some of those job seekers who've been out of work for months and months at a time, and sometimes even a year or more, when you actually get in hand and making the offer and saying you're the chosen candidate, we want to talk about some numbers, we want to agree on a salary, and then be able to close that person is really important, because it does something to me, because I understand. I was a candidate for 4 years, so I know what that feels like.
Wow. How would someone who has an unconventional background, like let's say they didn't learn through going through the education systems of like university and things of that sort, how can they put themselves in better positions to be considered for some of these roles?
Good question. So I want everyone to know, although I'm a tech recruiter, tech is not the only industry in the world. And it's not even the only industry that pays well. Manufacturing pays well, oil and gas pays well, utilities and energy pays well. They're just not sexy jobs.
Yeah.
They're not sexy industries, but they do pay well. So for people who have the unconventional parts, I want you to know that you also still have an expertise, even if you don't have the education. There are times when the education, sometimes the experience will outweigh the education because you know what you're doing,
yeah.
Right? So for people who want to shift into tech, because I'm in tech, I'll use that as an example. People who want to shift into tech, I wouldn't say shift industries and positions at the same time. I would say shift industries first.
Yes.
Stay in your position. So if you're an accountant, stay as an accountant and then switch over into a tech company in an accountant role, and then switch over as the position once you're already in the company.
So many gems being dropped right here, and y'all need to hire her because this recruiter right here.
Recruiter cousin, hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag recruiter cousin.
What do you think about Afrotech as a whole? Has this been a life-changing experience for you, or what does Afrotech mean to you?
Afrotech is always life-changing for me. I don't necessarily come here looking for a job. I come here looking to change a life.
Yeah.
And I come here looking to network with some of the people who I'm connecting with online. Afrotech has actually helped me. So in 2023, when I attended Afrotech when it was in Austin, I met my current manager.
Wow.
And so my manager, he knew me from LinkedIn. He knew Recruiter Cousin. My husband and I were walking through the expo hall. He got my attention. We went over. He gave me a t-shirt that I can't fit. Let me be very clear, Jermaine gave me a t-shirt that I can't fit. But then when I was let go from my previous company, the same month that I was let go, he was promoted to a people manager. So he reached out to me and said, I want you to come work for me. I want to take you through the interview process and see what happens.
Wow.
And here I am.
That is incredible. For the people who weren't physically able to make it to Afrotech, what would you tell them?
So I want everyone to go through the pictures, go through the videos, see who's tagged, see who was here, and let them know that you weren't able to make it to Afrotech, but you follow Blavity Incorporated as a whole. You follow what they do throughout the year, even the smaller Afrotech type of events that happen all around the country, maybe even all around the world. You can use that as a gateway to make a connection between you being absent and you being able to still make impact is simply by following the company.
Super dope. Then that's a great strategy. Y'all better go ahead and do that and follow me, because obviously I need more followers. But okay, so let's go ahead and market it and promote it one more time. Let the people know where they can find you, how they can connect with you.
Yeah, so if you go on Instagram, it's Recruiter Cousin. TikTok is Recruiter Cousin. YouTube is Recruiter Cousin. Threads is Recruiter Cousin. If you go on LinkedIn, you can hashtag Recruiter Cousin and my name will pop up. But my name is Chenae Ekerd, Chenae. Last name is Ekerd, Erkerd. My husband and mom gave me a name that can't nobody say or spell. So if Recruiter Cousin is easier, just hashtag Recruiter Cousin and I'll come up everywhere. You can also Google me and I'll come up everywhere with articles and podcasts and all the things.
I'm so honored to be able to interview you. Thank you so much for stopping.
Thank you for having me and good luck to y'all. Remember, the one thing I will leave you with, if God is for you, who could be against you? Be anxious for nothing, but in everything through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. The key word there is peace. And the other key phrase is if God is for you. That means no one can be against you. The job market is tough. It's a beast, but so are you.
Woo! A word! Thank you.
Of course.